Hi guys, Les here. Happy Friday. Mumford says hello there. I hope this finds everybody doing well, staying healthy. Listen, we're all at home, just trying to do the best that we can to take care of ourselves and others, our families, trying to keep everybody just really healthy, balanced, and well. And listen, we're all in this together. You guys are so amazing and slightly crazy in like the best way, but I had a lot of messages, a lot of texts and DMs about loving the video and wanting just to see some other things. So as promised, I told you that I was going to help with your root touch-up. If your salon is not doing like to-go orders and if you can't find anything online, do not stress. I'm gonna show you a real quick and easy way. I've already kind of done one side of my hair here, just to use everyday at-home products. All right, so I feel like it works a little bit better on brunettes. It's a little bit easier on brunettes. Blondes gets a little bit trickier. You're gonna wanna try to match that root. So if you're blonde with dark roots, you're going to want to kind of almost think of an ombre, so darkest to lightest. The purpose really mainly is to cover these grays. So go with the root color. I went in with a center part. You can do a center part, a side part. I think parts are a little bit easier because you can just kind of go in at the root and blend. If you pull the hair back, then it's a little bit different technique. You can kind of use a bigger brush. It's a little bit more forgiving. But I went with the center part, pulled back kind of close to the neck. I'm also going to take a little bit of this pomade. I think this is one of Cameron's. Just kind of take a little tiny bit of this. And what you're doing is just gonna smooth that gray down. Gray is really thick and wiry and it's gonna wanna kind of pop up through the hair. So we just kind of wanna defrizz the hair and try to get those gray hairs to lay down just a little bit. So again, I went ahead and started on this side. What I'm gonna use, everybody or most everybody has a really good matte neutral palette at home. I love, this one is my all-time favorite. It is a palette by Viseart. It is their matte neutral palette. It's kind of the holy grail of neutrals. I have many of their palettes in my kit. This one's my personal one. So you can see the kind of the shade range here. If you're blonde, you can kind of go and hang out with this strawberry blonde, kick a little bit of that warmer color here. Of course, I'm brunette, so I'm gonna go stick with this guy here. And my first brush is this big fluffier brush. You can see I already started. I'm gonna kind of just tap this here. I always tap my brush on that. And you're literally gonna kind of paint like this bigger section. Pull the hair a little bit tight, give it a little bit of tension. That's gonna make it easier for you to paint. So think pull and paint. Now I'm gonna kind of not get to the center quite yet because I am gonna switch up my brush. So again, you're gonna just pull it a little tight and kind of paint in there. And see this little back section, I'm gonna kind of get him a little bit. So yeah, I prefer to use a darker matte shadow. If you have like a shadow stick, that also works amazingly well. Like I love the Mercier Caviar sticks, amazing. By Terry has some, many companies offer them. They're usually long wear, usually waterproof, and it's almost like a big crayon. But if you don't have those, just a really plain shadow's fine. I prefer the matte. A little bit of satin finish won't hurt anybody either. Just kind of get kind of closer to the root. And then you can also kind of take this back down into the hairline here. I know most of us get gray here and through here. So now what I'm gonna do is switch up my brush. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the root. So I just went real basic, angled, stiff eyebrow brush. So this is just gonna allow me to get a real clean, right through here. Again, I'm gonna hold kind of tight. And it does make the hair look a little bit fuller too. So this is kind of just a regular little hack if you've got thinning hair. Sometimes just dusting a little, look at that little gray hair. Ooh, she's stubborn. Kind of right through here. And you can kind of go back and perfect that. You can see I've got a nice straight line on this side. We'll kind of go back when I can get a little bit tighter in through here. Just right along the way there and kind of just dust that down. Perfect. So it's just a little quick, easy way to conceal those roots. It'll stay until you wash your hair. I always take this guy at the very end. I love just an unscented Owlnet. I'm gonna spray a little bit on my hand, just like this, and kind of smooth that down. A little more right through there and smooth that down. Awesome. So really, really, really simple, guys. A little bit of pomade, smooth it down, part pomade, a little tiny bit of shadow. It can be a shadow, like a powder shadow, or it can be a shadow stick. And then just a little spritz of that hairspray on the fingertips to kind of smooth that down. I'm gonna go back through here just a little bit and kind of finish everything up. But that's it, quick and easy. It's gonna have just a quick solution to a problem that we're all having. Anyway, if that's the worst of it, right, we'll take it. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully the sun is shining wherever you are. Stay healthy, stay well, and stay in touch.